always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Denver Nuggets. Well,
we're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brett Perry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And as things get ready to roll.
Well, LeBron James, of course, is one of the greatest players to ever play the game, but he remains one of the most team-first superstars you'll find. He said a lot of people misconstrue what it takes to win, just scoring or going out and trying to will it yourself. It's a team game, and you have to rely on your teammates as well.
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. An excellent matchup at the center position tonight. Brent, do centers take it as personal challenges when they are in that marquee matchup with the name as big as theirs?
I think they do, Kevin, but with the way the game is played nowadays, I think it gets a little frustrating for centers because we often don't see teams just pounding it down into the block or finding guys in the post. So the way that they have to impact the game isn't the way that we're used to in the 70s and 80s with huge scoring outputs. It's more about offensive rebounding, great screen setting, and shot blocks.
It's so hard to officiate, too. Sometimes you don't know what they can do from night to night.
And the fact that the game is so spread out, all of a sudden when centers are in the middle of all that action and it looks physical, maybe more fouls get called because we're just not used to seeing that much banging going on in the middle.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair, and it's Irving in at the point guard. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. LeBron can't get it to go.
The offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
Here's Gallinari. That's Gallinari again missing.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here, 0 for 4 to get this one going.
In the corner, it's James. Uncovered. And again, LeBron missing.
And they've had some good looks, but can't seem to get it going here. 1 for 5. Tough way to start it.
Harris misses.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Love with a wide open look. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Harris. Second shot opportunity. It's another look. Goes up again. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
It's nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
You watch Jokic play, you can see why so many are high on his ability to be a star someday. Brent has all the tools as a legit 7-footer, and he moves with such ease.
Yeah, Jokic has a nice face-up game and has lateral movement as a big, which is quite impressive. Sense of spacing with his passing is pretty good. His timing on defense is good. Be interesting to see how he develops in the next couple seasons. And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Now, how on earth did they let him get that wide open?
It's been a slow start here for Denver. Looking for the first basket of the game.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Now here's James to the middle. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists in the game. On defense, Cleveland. Fareed. And that time, also a missed shot.
Oh my goodness, that's like temporary insanity right there.
Well, for all of our sakes, let's hope it's temporary.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving passes to LeBron, launches a 3, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Fareed. There's the screen. Here's Irving. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Hands it from downtown. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Cavaliers leading by 4. LeBron kicks to Love. Thompson dishes to James. Floats one. And there's the nice layup by Love.
I like that. Didn't force the jam, just happy to lay in the soft floater.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. He might just as well keep the point straight to the bench.
A different look for Denver. Laverne comes in for Jokic. And Murray subbed in for Gary Harris. Smith with it. Now guarded by Murray. Smith the pass to Irving. A 3-ball. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That is a bad second foul there, guys. His team needs him to stay on the floor.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Terrell Arthur. He's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And it's Will Barton in for Mudian. And then for Cleveland, Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Shumpert in there for Smith.
How about the start?
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. We've got to improve our offensive execution, gentlemen. We cannot settle for contested jumpers when we can get cleaner looks at the basket. Listen, if the defense is playing you tight, pass the ball. Work it inside. And then trust your teammates to make a play. Hey, our run starts right here. Right here.
Amount of pressure on the defense.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 11. And an interesting tidbit about Kyrie Irving. He said he used to dribble his basketball with a plastic bag around it to make his feel for the ball even better. I like that.
Left no stone unturned.
Exactly.
I mean, you used to play every day after school from 4 to 10 p.m. What was that? I mean, that's the kind of
Duke.
Yeah, that's the kind of obsessive dedication that gives you a chance to play at the highest level.
Chandler and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. 2 shots. No good on the free throw. As the NBA, Brett, becomes more and more of a skill game where versatility is so valuable, you certainly fit that description as a player. Do you like the way the game is going in that regard?
I do like it, Kevin, and I'll return the question to you and ask you if you think that the skills of the players are just more honed than they were maybe 25, 30 years ago because of their availability to these specialized coaches. This was not the way it was for that generation of players.
Excellent point, but have the rules even enhanced it more that players can show more of their skills now?
There's no question about it that the league has tended to go towards being able to allow guys freedom of movement, off-ball movement. The flow of the game is much better. The three-point shot, as we've talked about at length, has opened up the floor, and you get to see the grace and athleticism of some of the game's best.
Now here's Murray. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change, and they get it back. Nails the 16-foot. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. Williams dishes to James. Good. Nice assist for Williams. James has got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip. Left in the first quarter of the game. And Fry kicks to Williams. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Second chance effort. Got a piece of it.
Not enough respect shown to Darrell Arthur and that shot blocking ability.
Norkic checked in for Darrell Arthur. Williams, and he comes up with the deuce.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's Denver with the rebound. Martin passes to Chandler. Second chance shot. Murray, no good. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 19-5 run. Jefferson's shot is off. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Mike Dunleavy, who's checked in for Jefferson. .26 seconds left in the first. No one near James as he lets it go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Denver with the ball. It's a 14-point game. And here's Chandler from the arc. Good on the triple. Now here's Williams. James outside. Fires for three. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 14 foul. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 11. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.
That's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the five guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, I just really love that they're playing with their hearts tonight, contesting shots, making their opponent work for every point.
Harris and Gallinari are the wings. Fareed on the block with Nurkic in the middle. And it's Moutier in at the point guard position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. One of the more polarizing players in the league is Kevin Love in Minnesota. He had multiple seasons, Greg, of up around 26 points, 13 rebounds a game, and yet some said he wasn't a true superstar.
Well, they criticized him for not winning in Minnesota. Now in Cleveland, they point to his reduced stats. He just wants a chance to win, though, and he really have to make some sacrifice.
Love the shooting form there from Moutier and the coaching staff loving the result.
Dunleavy kicks to Irving from past the arc. Dunleavy's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Moutier. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dunleavy dishes to Irving. Banked in off the glass.
Timeout.
Irving's got 5 points now.
Come on, let's go. Guard it. Our defense on Kyrie has got to be better, guys. He has got to work harder when they set a pick for him.
The native son, LeBron James, who returned to lead them to glory. You just couldn't script it any better.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Jokic, and it's Arthur in for Kenneth Faried. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith kicks to Irving. Plenty of space. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And again, Denver no good. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Jefferson with it, now guarded by Gallinari. Love, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. To the inside, it's stolen by Moutier. Knocks it loose. There's the triple. Harris misses. Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Nice shot by Smith.
And really no one trying to run him off that spot, so very calm as he drained that three.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Harris passes to Jokic. Here's Arthur. Nails it from the high post. Arthur's got his first basket of the night.
That shooting stroke from Arthur is a gorgeous thing to watch. You just expect him to make every mid-range shot that he takes.
Love with the screen for Irving. Puts up a 3. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, here's Moutier. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
Yeah, he's going to be down on himself about that one. He's a better player than that, and you'd hate to see that kind of miscue affect the outcome of the game.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin Love had a tough first year in Cleveland, and some thought to maximize his impact, he might try free agency and play elsewhere. But Love said that staying was a no-brainer, a max contract and a winning situation. He said it's a great opportunity, going for a championship every year. Kevin?
Thank you, DA, and the Cavs have worked to feature him more offensively.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
Not forcing really any of the action, instead letting the game come to them and exploiting every opportunity.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Laverne, he's checked in for Jokic. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. Will Barton, he's checked in for Harris. And Murray subbed in for Moutier. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Kevin Love. Mon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. James no good on the free throw.
And LeBron James achieving the highlight of his career, helping lead the Cavs to their first title in franchise history, and Cleveland's first title in over 50 years. It's really hard to overstate what it meant to the city and his legacy.
Now here's James, outside Jefferson. Here's the 3. The offensive rebound, tries again, another shot, and James with the nice bucket inside. James has got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And there's been a lot of negativity. Greg directed LeBron's way. Cavs fans who felt betrayed when he left. Analysts who questioned his greatness. What does that 2016 title now do to them?
I think it changes a lot, especially for those in Cleveland. For the analysts who questioned LeBron's place in history, I think his 2 titles in Miami had already done a lot to cement his reputation. The 2016 title should remove that as an argument.
Yes, that goes in.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Jefferson gets the bucket. Jefferson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Martin from outside. Barton missing again.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backdoor. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Fry, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
This is almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Nuggets with some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Laverne, and for Reeds, subbed in for Jarrell Arthur. And Cleveland with a change here too. Dunleavy's checked in. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Nails the wide open jump shot. Dunleavy's got 5 points so far.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. 12 seconds left to play here in the half. And here is LeBron. From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Great speed by Fareed. They're ultimately playing a big part in how he defends the shot.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers ahead, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome you back to the Mile High City and the Pepsi Center.